Hey there, Bridget Lynn Dolgoff, Conscious of Economics and Urban Farm Project. I'm going to be putting out quite a few videos. Anyway, I wanted to talk about revocation or pulling invitation. So I'm going to put a couple blogs from my blog on there. About revocation, and one is actually came to me anonymously, but it was a revocation of economic, contractual, financial system, and you could apply any kind of other wording in it, instead of financial or monetary or whatever words that they're using, you could put it for something else, whatever kind of revocation that you need to do. So it's like a verbal and written contract. You can even write it and then add in other words. And I always tell people you should, if in the past you were involved in any kind of dark stuff, even like kind of a job that you were involved in that wasn't the highest and greatest for the good for yourself and others, or you're involved in a religious organization or church, you could take the one that's the contract and you can change the wording in it, and then send a letter, even have it notarized and send it to that organization as a contractual release, so that your energy is no longer, just because you left doesn't mean that you're not still fulfilling your spiritual contract with them and your agreements. So sometimes you need to actually deal with breaking these contracts physically, mentally, spiritually, and emotionally. And sometimes physically it requires writing, that I am revocating, not being part of your organization, and I'm revoking everything or anything that I was involved with, blah, 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 blah. And I reclaim my soul, spirit, energy field, a body, finances. I reclaim all this stuff from you that you've had, so even molestation. You can, and if the person's not there anymore, you still write the letter to them, revocating it, go through the process of having it notarized, and then send it in the mail. You could send it to an old address that maybe this person had, or a state or a city general mail to the city where this person was, and see what happens. And if it comes back, accept it as you fully you reclaimed all your stuff. You revoked whatever you were involved in, and you've reclaimed everything back. So the letter comes back. Don't get disappointed, but be like, oh yeah, well, it came back. It went through the processes and came back. So that means that I'm cleared on all levels. Okay, so a simple, say I go stay. And like I said, I'll put some other links on here from a couple blogs, but to give you guys kind of some other information. Say I go to a hotel and I'm going to stay at a hotel. The first thing that I do is, I'll thank the building kind of that I'm in. Sometimes I'll give a tobacco prayer so that, that it's perfect shelter and that everything happens in a good way while I'm there. And then give a tobacco offering, onto the property. Or I'll just tell the spirits that, hi, I'm Bridget Lynn Dolgoff, and I mean no harm on this property. And I want everything to happen in a good way. And this is why I'm here staying at the hotel, and this is how long I'll be staying. And, thank you for looking out for me and taking care of me while I'm staying here, and then give an offering. Now, when I get into the room, I will revoke any and all invitations that have been made. Invitations are, every person that stayed there, right, is an invitation, an open door for them to leave any kind of spirit stuff that they've been dealing with, negative, derogatory energy, or whatever else. And think about how little it's cleaned energetically or emotionally, right? So when I go in, I'll do something like I revoke any and all invitations that have been made consciously or unconsciously by me or anyone else or thing that has come to this room. I revoke all invitations to frequencies, energies, beings, people, multidimensional beings, demonic spirits, ghosts. I revoke all those invitations that were made consciously or unconsciously by me or someone else now. And then I just kicked everybody out of the room. So that's just kind of like a simple revocation, you know, kind of a basic one that I would do. And when I go, say, stay at someone's house, I'll do the same thing. I'll do a revocation, you know, like say I'm watching their house. I have every right while I'm watching the house to be safe and protected, right? And then when they come back, the energy can all just go back the same way, right? Not good, bad, or indifferent. But so, you know, I'll come on site and do the same thing. Revoke energy and revoke invitations. And so that, you know, everything is good and that I'm safe. Because I find myself under attack a lot. Well, not as much as when I was younger. But I think it's because I'm more conscious now of everywhere I go and everything I do. And I'm completely awake, monitoring it all on all levels. So not always, but most of the time now I can catch where there's going to be a problem and make sure and do revocations, revoking invitations, or, you know, offerings or prayer smoke, or, you know, whatever is going to be necessary for everything to be in a good way. Okay. That is a blurb on revocations and revoking invitations. And like I said, I'll put a couple blogs at the bottom as soon as I get this video fixed up, and so that people can watch it. All right, Conscious of Economics, Bridget Lynn Dolgoff. Have a great day. Thanks so much.